Hey guys, welcome once again. You are live and direct with the House of Randomness, and this week we're going to give you a random 5. What is a random 5? Well, it's not exactly in any particular order, but it's 5 things I wanted to talk about. And this week we're going to talk about 5 games that have these nice, wonderful, beautiful maps that you just really have to complete every single thing on. I'm going to give you a list of my favorite 5. Not in any particular order, but 5 of my favorites. Stick around, check it out, and hopefully maybe you'll get caught on one of these. Okay, here we are live and direct once again. I'm going to give you a list of 5 games that if you have not played, well, for one, you've probably been living under a rock way too long. And 2, these are games that will probably appeal to your somewhat OCD side because they're full of things that you really just kind of have to go through and tick off every single one of them. So we're going to start with number 1. What's number 1? I'm going to pick Assassin's Creed 2. Now, I could have picked the first one, but the second one has been quite a bit more popular because this is the beginning of what they call the Ezio trilogy. And if you haven't played the Ezio trilogy, you have not played a really, really good Assassin's Creed game, especially number 2. Because number 2 introduces Ezio, and I can't even remember how you pronounce the rest of his name, so please forgive me for that. But anyway, this setting is beautiful, it's rich, it's got lots of stuff to do, so I really recommend you go in and check this out and just kind of go and find those little things in there. Okay, moving on to number 2 is one of my personal favorites, and of course I'm probably going to get quite a bit of hate for this, but I'm going to pick Watch Dogs. Why Watch Dogs? Because Watch Dogs to me kind of brings forth this ability to not only go into every single thing guns blazing, but you can choose to be inventive, creative, hack your way through things, and probably get through some of the missions without ever having to really enter enemy territory, which is probably one of my favorite parts of this game. People may say Aiden Pierce is just this shallow, flat person, but you know what? The missions themselves, leaving Aiden Pierce aside, even though I like him, is still really good. And for that matter, you might also want to consider Watch Dogs 2 because it's a much bigger map and with a lot more things to do. Okay, moving on to number 3, I am going to choose Sniper Elite. Well, you could probably pick about any one in the series for this, but I'm going to pick Sniper Elite 3 because this is a game that I've actually played. Now, I haven't picked Sniper Elite 4 yet, although what I've been told is that the biggest map in Sniper Elite 3 is equal to the smallest map in Sniper Elite 4. So if you think you had a lot of stuff to do in Sniper Elite 3, well, guess what? You probably have even more stuff to do in Sniper Elite 4. Get ready, you're going to lose a lot of sleep over this one. And coming up in the number 4 spot, we're going to put in Fallout 4. Yes, especially if you bought the season pass, this thing is ginormous. There is literally a ton of stuff to do in this game. Not only just the missions and the side missions, but also the crafting that you can do in this game. You can literally spend hours and hours and hours just putting stuff together and just having fun with it. And you will literally, and even if you could do multiple playthroughs, you will go through and spend quite a bit of time doing this. So I really recommend this game because not only is it more recent, but it's also a heck of a lot of fun to do. And I'm going to round out my list of the random 5 with one of my personal favorites from 2011. And of course, I am talking about Infamous. Infamous is a game that covers 3 major large islands in this game in Midland City. And you have a lot of side missions to do, a lot of things to collect. One of which being 350 blast shards. Yes, you will scour this map endlessly, trying to find these blast shards, and you're going to be sitting there clicking the button, clicking on your radar, going, oh! And you're going to be running along the street, and oh! Another one! In fact, my wife and I used to have this running gag where we'd be running along in a mission, we'd see something off the side of the screen in a little mini-map, oh, shiny! Yes, it's a Firefly reference. Don't judge me too harshly. But the reason why I picked this one is because the first one had a really good story to it. And I'm probably going to get into more of the whole Infamous franchise in another video because I have a lot to talk about regarding Infamous. Now, granted, there are other games that I could put into this. I could put in, well, of course, I could put in Witcher 3, which is huge. I could put in Skyrim, which is enormous. I could put in, oh heck, there's a whole host of others. But these are 5 of the ones I thought I'd pick up and share with you guys and see what your thoughts are. What are your top 5 in any random order? Go ahead and list them down in the comments below and let's have a discussion about it. If you like this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. If you feel the exact opposite, you know I appreciate constructive criticism as much as the next person. Hey, we're all human. But go ahead and leave your thoughts and comments down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click subscribe and stay tuned for some more random content. As always, live a little random each day, and we will see you in the next one.